Don't miss CCGCastle.com, best place for Pokemon trading card game. You can find singles for standard, legacy, or expanded format, sealed products like booster box, teams, team decks. With TCG Center 5 code, you will get 5% discount on your purchase. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello and welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we'll be looking at Vespiquen Vileplume Pyroar deck in a standard format with the latest Vespiquen set that has been released. So basically, if you didn't know already, Vileplume is a card that has irritating pollen, which can actually prevent your opponent from playing item cards. So each player cannot play any item card from his or her hand, and basically with first of the Giant Plant you can evolve in a single turn or in your first turn your Vileplume from the Oddish to the Vileplume. And also Revitalizer can help you to snap any two Pokemon from a discard pile back into your hand, so even if you have them in a discard pile, you can easily put it back into your hand. On the other side, Pyroar has a intimidating main ability which says prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent basic Pokemon. And basically, your opponent is not able to attack your Pyroar if he does not have a evolution card. So basically, with this combination, you definitely shut down your opponent Night March, and he's not able to attack you at all if he does not have Hex Maniac. And also Vespiquen with the Big Revenge is here to hit for a lot of damage those heavy EX Pokemons. Also, 4 copies of Firewall Leather Unknowns can help us to increase the damage that Vespiquen can input, and also to drop extra card if Unknown is on the bench. And the last 3 Pokemons I have in this deck are Shayminiacs with a setup. When you play it from your hand, you can draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. So basically 25 Pokemons in total, 7 energy cards, and 28 trainer cards. From the trainer cards, I'm running 3 Acrobikes for a faster deck acceleration. 4 copies of Battle Compressor, of course. You need to have 4 copies. Search your deck for 3 cards and discard them. Shuffle your deck afterward. 2 copies of Revitalizer, I mentioned it earlier. 3 Trainer's Mails, so I can put pretty much any card, any trainer card of the top 4 cards I found with the Trainer's Mail, except for the Trainer's Mail itself. 4 Ultra Balls, so I can search my deck for any Pokemon, put it in my hand. And from supporter cards, I'm not running too much supporter cards. I'm playing only 1 copy of AZ, so I can get rid of my Shaymin from the play, or maybe Vileplume if I need to put some item cards and play them. 1 copy of Blacksmith, so I can actually charge 2 energies from my discard pile to one of my Pyroars. 1 Lysander, and 2 copies of N and 2 copies of Sycamore. From Stadium cards, I'm running only 3/4 of the Giant Plant. And other cards are 2 Floatstones, so I can have free retreat with my Vileplume, just in case my opponent decides to Lysander it. Energies, 7 in total, 4 double colors, and 3 fire energies. So yeah, pretty much very interesting deck list. I'll be playing like 1 or 2 games with it, so you can actually see it in the real action. But basically, if you're looking for any of these cards, you can find them at the CCGCastle.com. I'll provide the link in the video description, and you can get 5% discount on your purchase by typing TCG Center 5 code, so also keep that in mind. Alright, so let's try to play a few games with this deck, so you can actually see it in the action. So see you in the game. Okay, so let's open this game by going first. Basically, on my turn 1, if I go first, I can item lock my opponent without any problems. So I see that Revitalizer in my hand, which is definitely good. Of course, I can hit my Ultra Ball. So it's going to happen probably Ultra Ball for that Vespiquen. And a Fire Energy. And I'm looking forward to grab maybe just one of my Unknowns. Alright, so let's bench down that Unknown and let's play that Shayminiacs for 4. Hopefully I can find just another Revitalizer. Let's see what I can find with the Firewall Leather. Hopefully maybe a trainer like just a Vileplume. Never mind. So let's kick off with another round of the Shayminiacs. I'm going to attach one of my double colors to my combi. I'm going to play that Shayminiacs. Oh, this is very bad. I'm getting so bad hand right here, so I'm looking forward to grab that acrobike. Desperately looking for stadium, and I managed to find one, but I don't have glum in my discard pile. At least I can grab Vespiquen so I can evolve, and I need to play Professor Sycamore, so I'm forcing to discard that Vileplume. Maybe I don't have second in my deck. Actually, I didn't even watch if I have or I don't have, so there's a Battle Compressor, and right now I found that out. I have Vileplume and I have Glum, so luckily I have both of them. So I'm looking forward to discard one Combi, one Vespiquen, and maybe even one more Unknown, so I can have more damage output. Acrobike for another Battle Compressor, I guess. So, Battle Compressor. I need to leave one of my slots on the bench so I can actually grab. So I can actually grab one of my Pyroars. I can even discard a Battle Compressor away. So let's see, shaming for 4 extra cards. Will there be Glum and Vileplume? No sign. Farewell Leather. Come on. Oh, not that bad. Vileplume. Will there be Ultra Ball? Yes, there is Ultra Ball. So at least I can item lock my opponent. Yeah, I'm going to discard that Floatstone. I'm going to grab that Glum, so not a perfect first turn because I don't have a Little on my bench, but at least I item lock my opponent, so all he can do really is hit me for 20 with that Dark Pulse. And again, I have 6, 7, 8, 9 Pokemons in my discard pile, which is going to be like 110 easy damage to that Darkrai. So he just attached 1 energy and there's a Hoopa EX. So he's going to put up to 3 more EXs from his deck into his deck, from his deck into his hand. So let's see. There is Malamar, Darkrai, and Shaymin EX. Alright, very, very interesting. Okay, what else he can play? Probably that Malamar and a Darkrai down to bench, but his hand is too huge to be able to play that Shaymin for the setup. At least he's not going to get knockout next turn, but luckily I have that end so I can cut down a little bit of his hand. And I'm actually looking for that Pyroar so I can set it down to my bench so I can have my second attacker just in case something surprisingly happened to me. If my opponents manage somehow to put that Hex Maniac and maybe a few Max Elixirs and get a knockout with his Darkrai EX. But so far so good for me. I also have that Blacksmith, so I can easily put 2 energies onto my Litleo since I have 2 fire energies in my discard pile. I also have that double colors energy, so maybe I can even try to Sky Return with few of my Shaymins, so they are not free prizes for my opponent. So let's see what he can do. I mean, the best thing that he can actually do right here is to put 1 energy onto his Malamar, try to sleep my Vespiquen and hope that I'm not going to wake up. But also he can hit with the Dark Pulse for like 20 plus 20 for each Darkness energy, so this is going to be 60. And next turn he can actually Sky Return for the knockout. But that's probably not going to happen right here. So, oh, there's a Lysander for that Vileplume. So he decided to put some damage on the Vileplume, so it's going to be only 60. Not a big deal, so let's go with a Blacksmith. 2 fire energies down to my Pyroar. I'm going to retreat onto my Vespiquen. I'm going to be revenge for the knockout, so I'm going to grab first 2 prizes right here. Alright, Battle Compressor and another Glum. So how many support cards I played? Okay, I have still 1 N left since I only play, I think, 2 Ns and 2 Sycamores, so far so good. I can also end myself if I run out the cards. And yeah, also I can promote that probably with a few turns Pyro in front with 2 fire energies and DC, and I can actually block my opponent from attacking in a total because he's not playing any evolution Pokemon. And also that item lock can just prevent him from attacking at all. Probably the best option for him right here should be Melamar in front with Maxmar. This card can do a lot of damage. And actually he just decided to give me a victory, so let's move to another game. So let's try to kick off with the game number 2. So I'm opening with a Combi, Ultra Ball, Trainer's Mail. I'm forced with the Giant Plant in my opening hand, which is definitely very nice. Okay, so it is going to be very interesting since it's a Superior on the other side. So I'm looking forward to play my Oddish down to the bench, and let's go with first Acrobike. Let's get that Vespiquen in play for the turn 1. And Ultra Ball. Actually, Ultra Ball for a Shaymin, and I can actually attach my double Colress energy onto my Vespiquen, and I can go with my Shaymin for the full setup of 6. Another Acrobike, so it is going to be Litleo. Another Ultra Ball for another Shaymin. I'm looking forward for some of my unknowns actually, so I can discard them, increase the damage that I can do, and in theory draw some good cards. Oh, very, very bad. Firewall Leather for 1. Oh, another Firewall Leather. Will it be something better? Just another Vespiquen. You know what? Give me that. Another Vespiquen line down to my bench, so I actually don't have a big chance right here to set up item lock on my turn 1. Probably it's not going to happen. Only if I draw something like Battle Compressor and I was not able to get it. Okay, never mind. If I had that Battle Compressor, maybe there would be a chance, but I didn't actually draw a single Battle Compressor from like 30 cards that I played. And there's a good chance for my opponent that he can actually knock me out if he can find a Superior. Oh, he actually cannot. He can hit maximum for 80. So I'm going to survive this turn. So for the next turn I can attach one of my fire energies down to my Litleo. Yeah, this is what is going to happen. So 1 energy down to Litleo. And just to be revenge, but it might be enough for the knockout. Or maybe not, so I might get a Paralyzed Demon right here. Oh yeah. So I'm paralyzed and there's no chance that I can attack next turn. And there is a Ultra Ball. So you can actually just use a coil for 40 and increase the next time damage for a lot more. So there's another Snivy on my opponent bench. And another Superior, but unfortunately I'm already paralyzed, so there is no need of playing it, and there is a Trainer's Mail. Trainer's Mail, and he also have that Shaman for the setup in his hand. Wow, powerful, he just got that Sycamore, so he can actually set up pretty well right here. But it's not big deal, actually. Once my Pyroar came into play, it can hit for a weakness, but also Superior is just 140 HP, so it's not that hard to be knocked out. Alright, so there's also Spin Arc for the Rietos. I mean, Shaman can be two easy prizes, but I already discarded my Lysander, and there is no chance that I can get Lysander into my hand. And yes, there's a Superior, so even if he have Muscle Band, he can just do a Slashing Strike for the 100, but no, there's a Coil for 40, and I'm paralyzed, so it looks like I'm going to lose my Vespiquen next turn. Okay, let's just go with Ultra Ball for that Pyroar, so I can actually have it ready for my next turn. And yeah, all I can do right here is pass. So I'm going to take a knockout next turn, but I can respond back with my knockout with the Squandering Fire. But I need, in that case, to discard one of my energies. I think that the best option maybe would be to try Sky Return for the one turn, so I can have Shaman with the setup ready. So one more energy down to survive. Will he be able to play support card? No, so let's say knockout. Alright, so let's promote Vespiquen. Then I can play my Unknown for the Firewall Leather, and let's see what I can get. Just another Oddish. To be honest, it's not usable at all. To gamble or not? Well, let's go with one more round of a Vespiquen down to the bench, and I'm actually going to play that Intelligence Gathering right here, so I can get 4 cards in my hand. Okay, so maybe I can hit Item Lock next turn. I think that's going to be much better since I have then Pyroar in the front, so I can hit for the weakness. I think that's much smarter option, because if he cannot paralyze me right here, he can just knock me out. Oh, maybe he cannot, since he already played that Slashing Strike previously turn, or maybe he didn't, I'm not sure. I think he just played Poisonous Nest, so he can actually play that Slashing Strike right here. And there's another Superior, so right now you have 2 of them, and there's a Coil. Yes, Coil for 100. Alright, so let's just promote Oddish. Oh, nice top deck. Very, very nice top deck. Let me see what I can find with the Trainer's Mail. Oh, Battle Compressor, this is definitely awesome. I have 2, 5, 7. 7 of my Pokemons in the discard pile, so I'm going to discard Shaman, Unknown. Oh, let's better keep Unknown. Vespiquen, pretty much. I'm not sure how many combis I have in my discard pile, 2 of them, so I can actually keep my Vespiquen for later. So right here I have enough for the knockout. Or I don't have 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I definitely need to promote my Pyroar in the front. But unfortunately, 120 is not enough for the knockout, so I need to discard one of my fire energies. And there's a 180 and a knockout. Hopefully I can get energy card right here. Oh, just the trainer's mail, which cannot be used. Alright. I was actually even able to knock out my opponent with my Vespiquen because I have 11 Pokemons. He had the 10 damage on it, so it would be like 130. And right now I'm just looking forward for a fire energy. So, oh, there's a Lysander for that Shaymin EX. That's maybe even better if I can hit a double Colress, then I can just Sky Return. So there's Coil. Okay. Oh, no sign of the energy. So it looks like I'm going to lose one of my Shaymins. It was way too slow start from me. I was not able to item lock my opponent for like 3 or 4 turns. And now I am doing a bad thing for myself. Okay, there is one energy to the Sceptile. And a Coil. Hopefully, I'm looking to get energy card. Oh, it's a double Colress. But if I play double Colress, I don't have enough for the knockout right here. 2, 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Oh, actually, I have enough for the knockout. So, a bit revenge. 140, that top deck was definitely very good. And there's a N. Very nice. I still have that blacksmith that I can use. So I can charge 1 energy down to my Pyroar, and actually I can then one hit knockout his Sceptile. Oh, luckily he hit that Tails on the coin flip. So I'm not paralyzed anymore. Oh, another Lysander for the Shaymin. Very, very interesting. I need somehow get rid of my Shaymin in front. Okay. What I'm looking to play right here. I can go with my N. Hopefully I have 1 energy so I can retreat my Shaymin. At least there's a chance that I can get another Shaymin for another round of the setup. So I can get 3 extra cards. It all depends if I can find energy right here so I can retreat my Shaymin. Go down to Vespiquen. Oh, yes. There is energy, but I can maybe even Sky Return. I can even Sky Return right here. And I can put my Pyroar in the front because it cannot be affected by Sceptile attack, it can only be poisoned. Plus, if I can hit that blacksmith, I can just easily knock out my opponent's Sceptile and grab 2 prizes. Alright, there's another energy card. And a poison. But unfortunately, Pyroar cannot be attacked with a Sceptile. So item lock so far looks very nice. I still have that N in my hand. So I can actually play N one more time. Alright. I didn't find a card I was looking for, so at least I can retreat and finish the job right here with my Vespiquen. So Be Revenge will be enough for the knockout. Thanks a lot, Pyroar, for a wall in the front. So I'm grabbing 2 prizes, Combi and Ultra Ball. Alright. 2 more prizes left for me. Alright, so definitely he promoted that Robo Substitute. It cannot be poisoned, but the Robo can be. And actually I snapped that victory, so it's very interesting. That Pyroar helps a lot. Once again, there is a full deck list if you're looking to build something like that. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. If you enjoy watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more future videos. Let me know what you think about this deck in the comments below. Also, if you like it, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you already didn't subscribe, please consider that to click the subscribe button and be the part of Pokemon TCG Center community. And yeah, that's pretty much all. So until the next time, see you in the next video. Have a nice day and goodbye.